just click share. Yeah, and on Twitch you just copy the link at the top, yeah. It's twitch.tv/Doadrift. So keep an eye on that countdown. It's at 4 minutes 47 at the moment.
He was burning up, now the sun gone down. Lights in the distance, a forgotten town. No, I'm on my way, oh, I'm on my way. So stand on the edge of the world with me. burning up. Now the sun gone down. Lights in the distance. A forgotten town. No, no, no way. Oh, I'm on my way. So stand on the edge of the world with me.
Again, a different story, different way. Where you find
All right, welcome to Doadrift, presenting the Gentlemen's Racing Club, LJ Hooker and Central Coast Subaru, the TA2 series. Thank you for tuning in, guys and girls out there in Australia and the world. Welcome. Tonight we've got probably the fastest growing motorsport in Australia, TA2, well, substituting with Xfinity NASCARs, guys. Currently we're 10 minutes into qualifying and we are at Silverstone National Circuit. 10 minutes to go. This is going to decide the grid, guys. Currently on screen we have Glenn Postlethwaite, car number 95. Glenn here actually races in the Thundersport series down in Victoria, guys. For all my Queensland fans there, he raced against visitors such as Sam Collins. On screen, guys, we've got a bit of telemetry going on there. While you're watching that, guys, I'm going to run through a couple of the rules that we got going for tonight's series. Alright, so we are using the Xfinity NASCARs as a substitute for the TA2 cars. So these things have got about 750 horsepower and about 1500 kilos. As Glenn gets sideways across the line, wow. And that's another thing too, guys, because these cars are hard on tyres, you're going to have to look after them. It's a long race. So the race is approximately 50 minutes or a lap equivalent. So in this instance, the race is going for 45 laps. We'll have one compulsory pit stop. There is one random safety car, but there are no safety cars in the final 10 laps, so we can race to the end. Now, to keep drivers going, and you've probably noticed this on other eSeries around the world, there are 2 fast repairs, so you can miraculously fix your car. There is lucky dogs and wave arounds enabled, so the race director will wave around people who are a lap down. Rolling starts at the start of the race, but they all double file, but during any safety car, they're going to be single file. So being at Silverstone National, this will be an interesting race. Currently on screen we have Gary Cousin. So where are we? Just got to see where I'm. Gary Cousins here. He's currently sitting in 9th position on a 57.64. The pole currently is Ben Snell on a 57.2. So 1 minute laps around here, guys. It's going to be hard and fast. It's going to be quick. Tyres are going to wear out. Drivers are going to wear out. Safety cars are going to come out. So I cannot wait. You can see on your right-hand side of the screen, Gary has a relative screen there, so it tells them who and what cars are around him, forward and behind, in terms of distance. So you currently got Glenn about 5 seconds in front of him. Moving back over to the left, guys, it's got your lap timing, your car number, how many laps to go, lap times, who's ahead by 2/10 and who's behind by 1/10, and you got your tacho and your track map, guys. So please, hope this is all keeping you informed. Please leave a message in the comments below. The more the merrier. Just going over to we are on Facebook at Doadrift, by the way, guys. Sorry, this is all new to me as well, guys. Facebook at Doadrift. We're also at Twitch at Doadrift, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. TV Director, we are also on YouTube at Doadrift. So a couple strategies here. The fuel down and now coming in for some fresh tyres, which through my experimentation, the first 2 laps out of pits are when the tyres are mint and ready to go for the fastest laps. A couple of other things, guys, as you can see here, and it's happened across all of iRacing, it's freaking people out. In the pit lane, when cars are pitted, you can drive through them. In the speed up lane, so the lane just next to the actual pit stalls, you can drive through them, but once they get into the fast lane, in this case the far left, cars can collide. Now you'll hear me talk about 1 times and 4 times and incidents. So in iRacing, they want to make drivers safer and smarter. So anytime you run off track, you get a 1 times or a 1x. You'll hear drivers talk about it. If there's a collision, if there's a spin, it's generally a 2x. If there's a collision, it's generally a 4x. Now, it doesn't matter if you were an innocent bystander in the collision. If you have a collision, you still get those points. Strategically, we've set those points to 16 collision points before you get a drive-through penalty. So really, you shouldn't get that many. But we will see how clean these drivers are, and this tricky track, we'll see how we. Alrighty, we're riding with number 57. Where is he on my list? And just as I say that, you guys can't see it, but Glenn Postlethwaite has gone fastest of the pack. He's just done a 57.1. There is currently 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, guys. This is going to be an interesting grid. The top... Wow. The top 14 are covered by 1 second. This is a small track. Bit of sideways action happening over here. Who is that? Car 57. Brody Cook. Giving it some sideways. Oh, and he's returned back to the pits. So yeah, guys, there's plenty of information on screen. If I don't cover it off, there's plenty to see. Here we got car 19. So we had 48 drivers registered, guys. Not everybody turned up, so we opened the gates to people who were sitting on the fringes ready to go. So there are some names I apologize. This is Kester Ward as he goes down the back street. He's driving a KEZW Toyota Camry. So yes, guys, unlike TA2 with the Chargers, Camaros and Mustangs, we have Camrys, Camaros and Mustangs. So I tried to get it as close as possible, but we'll see how we... So just reading on the top there, guys, Central Coast Subaru scoreboard, we have Glenn Postlethwaite on pole on a 57.17. Jonathan Hill in the Bailey Ladders Mustang on a 57.53, and Ben Snell in a, wait for my thing to catch up, he's in a Flex Seal red Camaro, car number 73, he's on a 57.52. It's all very interesting, guys. We'll see how this plays out. There's 2 more minutes left, guys, so you'll be seeing people stopping for tyres on low fuel and getting some fast laps in there as we watch Jono go through Cops Corner here, turn 1, the old turn 1 on the F1 track. Then go up the straight, but then we turn off the Grand Prix circuit to go down the adjoinement to the circuit where the Grand Prix circuit comes back out. So we miss a fair chunk of the full length Grand Prix circuit, guys. We're only doing, I think it's a, let me just look at my stats here. It is only a 4.2 kilometer circuit, but it's a short and fast one, guys. All right, and Glenn Postlethwaite's still in pole position here. Guys, if you've got any friends that might be interested in this, please smash that share button on Facebook, smash that share button, or copy the link in Twitch and share it around with your friends, guys. A lot of sponsors in here. And John O'Hill runs off at turn 1, but he has improved his time from to a 57.1. All right, we're now watching Mr. Paul Wood. Oh, the Bailey Ladders cars are in tandem. Mr. Paul Wood, who, by the way, paints my Bailey Ladders cars in this. I am a Bailey Ladders driver, but I will not hold any bias. But yes, he does do a fantastic job. Paul Wood there is currently sitting in 18th position on a 58.5. So come onto the main straight. We can't see that particular corner there because the camera positioning is quite hard. You cannot hold it flat like you do in a Grand Prix car. You have to hold half throttle in third gear, maybe throw it into fourth. Full spin city all the way down to turn 1. I expect us to in there, and then up here into turn 2 on the brake zone. Well, it looks like Sam is off the circuit there. Let's have a look. Yes, I don't know what he's doing. He's been sitting there for a while. Gary Cousins pulls over to the side. Paul Wood's through. Says checkered flag, end of session. So guys are finishing off their laps. We still have Mr. Postlethwaite on the pole. Paul Wood up with flick over to Kane Baxter Smith. He's in the top 10. And that there is our qualifying session over, ladies and gents. We're going to flick over to, oh, some people having some fun, doing a drift. That's right, guys and girls, you're watching Do a Drift, the Gentlemen's Racing Club with LJ Hooker present the TA2 NASCAR series, proudly powered by Central Coast Subaru. Just remember, LJ Hooker, you're the best. And that's right, if you need a Subaru, head down to Central Coast Subaru in Gosford there, and they can line you up. Just talk to my friend Paul. Alright guys, it's going to give it a bit. They're going to grid up, and once they grid up, we're going to do a rolling start, and then we're going to get into it. Alright, those of you who are on the live stream, please leave there. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Love it, guys. If you're loving it, give it a thumbs up. If you're liking my commentary, give me a laugh. If you love it overall, please hit the heart button, guys. I want to hear from you. Plus, leave me some message in the live stream, guys. I'll just quickly flick over to Twitch. Not too many comments on Twitch, guys, but definitely a few more comments on the Facebooks. Yes, thank you, Ash. Ash is Saracena going for Brocky Payne. Let's see, where did he finish up? I actually cannot see his name. Brock Payne, there we go. He finished in 14th position on a 58. Yeah, that's a pretty good lap time. And Dan giving Benny a bit of a well wish there, guys. Alright, also I'd like to throw a big thank you to Do a Drift Esports, Mr. Robert Hasseldine. He put a mammoth effort together to get all this up and running right down to the last minute. So, guys, he is a genius. Please, all of you who are at Queensland Raceway and see him, please give him a pat on the back next time they're open. Alright, just listening to in-game chat. Everybody's wishing each other good luck. Mr. Postlethwaite, who's very fast, by the way, on a Commodore, he's going to lead us away behind the safety car, the Porsche safety car. Just a reminder, there is a random safety car during the race, but there will not be safety cars in the final 10 laps. So from lap 35 onwards, there is no safety car. Must pit once, doesn't matter what for. The fuel is in such a way that you cannot make the race on no stops. As we're looking through the field here, thank you, Mr. Director. This is going to be epic. There's a lot of people that have come. We have 27 starters, guys. My apologies, we have 25 starters. And the Porsche safety car is pulling away. Our front row is Glenn Postlethwaite on the inside in the blue and black car. Mr. Jonathan Hill, Glenn Postlethwaite at 95. Mr. Jonathan Hill in the car 66 on his outside. On the inside, we then have Mr. Ben Snell on row 2, number 73, with Mr. Martin Turner in the gold car, the gold Camaro in number 49. Inside of row 3, Callum Watmore in number 36 in the Juniper Toyota Camry, our first Toyota. And then on the outside of him, Mr. 007, Mr. Mikey Hammond in the, looks like, oh, it's the DuPont Camaro. It does look like, let me get on there a bit closer. It's the, the Bugs Bunny car. My apologies. There we go. Inside of row 4, Mr. Cameron Gall, number 199. You can see him there in the blue topped car with the white bottom. He works on TA2s. He works on an Oz truck. So this is a take on his Oz truck, followed by Mr. Chris Whitaker on the outside in the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine car 35 there, guys. And to round out the 10, we got Gary Cousins in the Bailey Ladders number 58. And then Mr. Kane Baxter Smith on the outside there, another blue and white car, a lot of blue and white tonight, in car 56, guys. All right, we're getting ready for the start. They're coming through the final corner. Safety car is in. They're waiting. And it's green, green, green. All right, on the run down to turn 1. Oh my, they're 3 wide in that front row there. Looks like Glenn Postlethwaite's taken the lead. Oh, Jonathan Hill's been bumped wide on the exit of Cops there. All right, and they're running down to turn 2. Looks like Ben Snell is in second position. We got, looks like Mikey Hammond has crept up there. Yes, he has. What a start. And followed by Callum Mortmore. That's your top 4 guys. Mr. Postlethwaite, just before the race, was saying he hasn't driven these cars in quite a while, and I've seen him drive at Winton there, and he doesn't hold back. So let's see how we go. And coming to the end of the first lap, guys, Glenn's got a bit of a lead here. Let's see what it pans out to. I'm watching through the field here. Thank you, Mr. TV Director. We're back up the front now, watching Mr. Mikey Hammond there. I'll let it settle down for a bit. So, end of lap 1, Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite's leading by 7/10 over Ben Snell, with another 1.1 seconds to Mikey Hammond in third. Here we are riding with Sam Katanazouris. I'll try and get his name right. He is a Greek boy. There's a spinner in the background. It's Gerard Duck in the M&M's car. Looks like it's pretty clear. Sam is the other Greek boy in this race. Yes, I'm a Greek boy, but he's the other Greek boy. I've just flicked on my own private feed here, and yes, Dales is going again. He's got a little bit of damage. All right. We're just moving back through the field, guys. We're trying to get everybody a bit of a look in here, guys, just so it's not all about the lead car. Under safety car, I'll go a bit through the field. Oh, we got the Bailey Ladders car switching positions there. I think that's John O'Hill and Gary Cousins, followed by car 33, which is Brock Payne. So these guys are fighting for 11th, 12th, and 13th. Yes, so we're riding on board with Gary. He's looking up the back end of Jono's Mustang there. A lot of nicely painted cars in this field, guys. We'll try and at least see at least one of everything here, so it's going to be good. They're coming into the final turns. Luffield here. Luffield's now 1 corner. Car 78 running wide there. Justin Howe. Alright, they're back on it. Up the straight. You cannot keep this corner flat. You're going to see a lot of cars getting sideways through here as the tyres start to wear out. Coming up to Cops here. We got Justin looking up the inside of Mitch Dean, and he looks like he's got it. Jonathan Hill has snuck by as well. Braking for turn 2. This is a tricky corner. You've got to go left before you go right, and you've got to carry apex speed because this leads down the back stretch. It is tight in the midfield here, guys. Coming towards the end of the lap 4 of 5. Jono Hill having a look there behind Justin. Look at these fantastic views we bring you. You can't get this in real racing. Camera's hanging way out the side of the car. Looking back, I'd like to say hello to all the people watching. George Coolig, who has been harassing me about these. Thank you for joining, my friend. Marty, thank you for joining. Please, guys, leave a message down below. Tell me how you're enjoying this stream. I'm hoping it's better than what we saw last night. Currently in the sixth lap of 45, Glenn Postlethwaite's leading by 1.1 seconds over Ben Snell, with Mikey Hammond 3.5. Well, it's fluctuating there, 3.5 seconds behind. Currently riding on board with Martin Turner here. He's in car 49. He's currently sitting in 6th. So this is what it looks like on board, guys. If you guys happen to pick up iRacing, that is the onboard shot there you just had. Looking at a car 35, Chris Whitaker there in the mystery machine, the Scooby-Doo mystery machine behind Callum Watmore and Mikey Hammond in 3rd. There we are, Callum Watmore and then Mikey Hammond, guys. We're going up through the field there. Ben Snell. And those two have, Ben Snell and Glenn Postlethwaite, have a bit of a gap on 3rd place, Mikey Hammond. Down the back stretch. This is a hard braking corner, guys, because this is a very late apex. In order to keep the tyres, you've got to get a late apex there, and then that sets you up for the last corner. You've got to keep this tight because that sets you up for the run down the front stretch. Alright, we're riding on board with Glenn at the moment. As you can see, there's a lot of, whoa, a bit of opposite lock, neutral steer and opposite lock through that corner, so that is going to wear tyres. Into turn 1, Cops there, it's a 3rd gear corner, back on it. Can't use too much off the track there because you will get an off track and will get penalised eventually. Up into turn 2, the tricky braking. Hello to all people watching. Please leave a comment if you're on Facebook. If you're watching via Twitch, please leave a comment there too. We're going back and forth. Please tell us who you're going for, guys. And then smash that like button, guys, if you're liking what you're seeing. Hit the love button if you love TA2. Hit the laugh button if you're liking my commentary. And if you're new to it all, well, maybe hit the surprise button. Oh, someone's pitting. All right, I'm back on Ben Snell here in this bright red car. Oh no, sorry, my apologies. We're on Brady Cook, Mr. Sideways. I've watched this guy in practice, and he has spent more time sideways than actually going forwards. He's currently sitting in looks like 23rd position. Yep, 23rd position. He had a bit of fluctuation on lap 4. I don't know what that was, but anyway. Alright, we're watching Kester Ward. And in front of him is Chris Polly in the major sponsor car. It's got Gentlemen's Racing Club on it, it's got LJ Hooker, and it should have Central Coast Subaru. Kester Ward here, he's in his... What's he got? Has he got a Camry? What's he got there? Yes, it is a Toyota. Yes, I just saw it on the bottom. Oh, there's a crash. There's a crash. There's some action happening. Kester Ward's coming in. Polly's hit the brakes. Oh no, they've all come to a stop just trying to avoid car 33. Brock Payne there. Oh, there's a The black car, black number 12 of Rob Carmichael is just leaving the scene of the accident. I do not know what happened there. Sorry, we only just saw that, guys. We'll try and get as much information to you as possible. I'm watching on an independent feed. It looks like Brock Payne's going into the pits to repair his car. And we're watching Mr. Carmichael go through turn 1, running down the back stretch. Hello to Matthew Paul. If you guys know who Matthew Paul is, give him a thumbs up, guys. Guys, let me know how you're finding the stream. Ash has already written something on. If you're watching, give me a thumbs up. If you're loving this, if you're loving the camera work, by the way, by what does it do? Doadrift? Please smash that heart button, guys. All right, what do we got here? We got Mr. Paul Wood and Sam Katamzouris. I cannot say that Greek surname, but I'll get better at it as we go along. Coming out of the last turn, going through Woodcote. Like I keep saying, guys, it's not a flat out corner, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Thank you for those smiley faces, guys and girls. This is commentary at its best. You get interaction with the fans. Thank you, Mr. Saracena. Those of you who are watching and are interested, guys, please get yourselves a wheel. Get some practice in. This iRacing stuff is the best for a reason. They laser scan these tracks. They're within 15 millimeters of being correct. And these cars are laser scanned and they get all the data. So George Kulig has liked the stream. Thank you very much, George. And we're watching car 33, car 99. That's car 99 is Mitch Ardeen. Oh, and our random caution, lap 11 of 45. Guys, the pits are closed. So, just gonna watch the gents come up to here. And if Mr. TV Director, if you hit the first car, then we'll run through the field here, guys, as best as we can. Currently in the lead behind the safety car is Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite. Car number 95, car 73 in second position, Ben Snell. That red car there. In the DuPont Bugs Bunny car, 007, Mr. Mikey Hammond. Followed by number 36 in the Juniper Toyota Camry is Mr. Callum Watmore. The Mystery Machine, car 35, Mr. Chris Whitaker. Oh, thank you, John. Much better than TCR, guys. I think we're putting on a bit of a show here. Mr. Martin Turner in car 6. In position 6, car 49. In 7th, Mr. Cameron Gall in car number 199. We got, that's 7th. In 8th, we got Mr. Jonathan Hill in the Bailey Ladders number 66. Now, let's see who pits, guys. They'll be coming close to their fuel strategy, and it looks like most of the leaders are coming in. There's a couple wave rounds. Car 33 is getting his lap back. There is no pit lane speed limit on these cars, guys. They must do the pit lane speed limit from those yellow cones. They have to manually do it. Remember, the fast lane, if they touch, they will get incident points. In the merge lane, they will not. And in pit lane, the actual pit lane, they can drive through each other. They will not get any incident points. iRacing provides animations for pit stops on NASCARs and IndyCars. However, on a live broadcast like this, it's only for your car, so you can't see what's going on. You just see a car lifting up on one side and lifting up on the other. All right, Glenn Postlethwaite has left the pits. He's first out. It looks like there's a couple of jumpers here. We'll wait for this to all shake out. I don't think that was too long a pit stop, so it looks like he's going to stay on the same tyres. We have 3 jumpers ahead here, so I'll let this all pan back in. And we'll see. So Glenn has maintained position over Ben, over Mikey Hammond, over Callum Watmore, I can see there, and definitely Chris Whitaker. Okay, that red car, let me see, has he jumped ahead? Hopefully we can get some pit reporters in the following races, guys. Car 57, it is Brady Cook. So maybe he did take an early stop and he's up there now. So just trying to figure out, because my scoring has not updated, guys. I dare say it has on the race score there, and it has. It looks like Mr. Peter Matson, car 10, is that right? Is leading. Oh no, it's Kane Baxter Smith, guys. Kane Baxter Smith is leading. Oh no, and Mr. Peter Matson's in front of him. So Peter Matson is leading the race away. He's going to lead the race away, and they're getting a green flag now. So Peter Matson leads from Kane Baxter Smith, followed by Ashley Norman, the 3 cars that did not pit. And it looks like Pete has run a bit wide there. Oh, he's just been shouldered out at Cop's corner there. Glenn Postlethwaite's fighting Ben Snell here. These are the first 2 cars to have pitted. Mikey Hammernelli. This is getting exciting, coming down to the tight turn. Oh, 2 wide in the back. All right, we've had some. Oh, Callum Watmore got a bit sideways. They got hit. There's 4 wide back there. Oh, this is exciting stuff, guys. All right, Mr. Kane Baxter Smith leading the way. Ashley Norman in second. And Glenn Postlethwaite. Oh, it's had contact there. Ashley Norman, hold the brake, please. Don't come back on track. They're 2 wide. And Ashley Norman, unfortunately, being right there. And the final. Lucky, he made up all that track position through strategy, and we'll see if his car's straight. He's staying out. That is really unfortunate. Ashley Norman drops back to 21st. Ouchies. I dare say race control going to have a look at that incident again. Oh, car 78 running from wide. Oh, another contact. Car 99 around. Oh, it's all happening now. Oh, wow. Wow, I don't know about you guys at home, but please smash the heart button. This is awesome stuff. Once again, I was just going to do some shout outs. Thank you to Doadrift and Mr. Robert Hasseldine for his presentation here. This is bloody awesome. Yes, we got somebody running wide there in the final corner in the Luffield corner. Who is it? It looks like Mr. Paul Wood. Roy with Sam Katamazouris right on his tail, and Mr. Gary Cousins right in front of him. It looks like the 3 Bailey Ladders cars. Oh, Paul Wood off the track. What is going? Seems to me everybody is taking it calm till that pit stop, and now all hell has broken loose. I'm still getting used to the cars, guys. Someone slow through turn 1. Oh, car 33 back up on the back at car 10. Who are these guys? Just consulting it's Brock Payne and Terry Marwood. Brock Payne giving Terry Marwood a lot of grief there. Guys who are watching on the live stream, please smash the heart button if you're liking this action. Give me the thumbs up if you're liking this overall, and give me a laughy face if you're liking my commentary. Please leave some comments below if you're on Twitch and if you're on Facebook. I'm mainly watching on Facebook just to see what's going on. Twitch people, thank you. Thank you to Facebook as well, guys. Really appreciate it. All hell's breaking loose, guys. This is just ridiculous. Everybody's between the first corner and the last corner, but it is ballistic. Kane Baxter Smith has a lead of half a second over Glenn Postlethwaite. Bearing in mind, Glenn has gone and topped up on fuel. I believe he didn't take tyres on that stop. We'll see post-race. Who are we watching now? We're watching Brock Payne. Giving Terry Marwood some grief, and he's got Trent Laves right behind him. Car 69. Yeah. You can see there's a bit of damage. Oh, we got a Bailey Ladders car recovering. I think that's Paul Wood with the chrome wheels. Yes, it is. We got Brock Payne looking under Terry Marwood here. They're going side by side. Oh, Trent Laves leaves the door open. Trent Laves having a look. Oh, gave him a brief touch. He's just moved him aside. I think the race director will leave that one alone, but Trent Laves is through the position. He's now position 14 as they come across the line, starting lap 17. Dwight George, Chris Purnell, if you guys are just... Oh, Chris didn't get in time for the race. He had some issues to handle. However, we wish you best of luck in whatever that was, Chris. I hope next round, next Friday night, guys. Don't forget it. Next Friday night, TA2, round 2. All right, Mr. Terry Marwood drifting wide there at turn 2. They're coming down the back straight, and Trent Laves is through, and also Brock Payne. Leaving the door wide open. Terry Marwood's iRacer from way back when I first joined 10 years ago. He was racing with us. So, those of you who are just joining, please leave a comment either on the Twitch or on the Facebook. If you're watching the Facebook, please smash the like buttons, guys. We love it. And then please, especially on Facebook, hit that share button. Share it to people on pages that could benefit from this. Who knows? I'd love to see who's watching. I actually can't tell. But anyway. Alright, now we're focusing on 2 Bailey Ladders cars. John O'Hill in the 66 leading Gary Cousins in the 58. As much as I click on the I button, I cannot see who is watching. But that's alright, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know you're watching. Was you right on board on the front bumper bar of Gary Cousin? Please let me know if the sync is out between my my commentary and what you see on the screen, guys, and I'll try and amend that if yes. Oh, bit of a touch here. Looks like Callum Watmore's been hit from pillar to post. He's dropped down the field to 7th position. He has we're riding on board with Jonathan Hill here, looking out the back, looking out the front, riding on board on your NASCARs through Woodcote sideways. Here we are riding with Gary Cousins in the 2nd of the Bailey Ladders cars. This group of 4 is pretty tight. Just lap 19 of 45, guys. We got Kane Baxter Smith leading by 3/10 over Glenn Postlethwaite, with Ben Snell another 7/10 back. You're watching the Gentlemen's Racing Club with LJ Hooker presenting the TA2 series, proudly sponsored by Central Coast Subaru and presented by Doadrift. Don't forget it, guys. Doadrift. Plenty of stuff going on. Yeah, side by side into the final turns here. We've got Callum Watmore with John O'Hill going around the outside, or he's leaving a lane. This is tense stuff, guys. Callum Watmore's car has been beat up a bit here. Looks like he's been hit a couple times. And Jono through to Woodcote across the line, starting the 20th lap. We're not even halfway. Big shout out to all the guys who have just joined. Chris Frome, Dwight George, Chris Purnell, Matthew Paul, George Kulig, Marty Hill. Please, guys, leave a comment below. Tell me if you're liking this. Smash the like. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart button. Just looking on Twitch here, guys. Riding on board with Callum looking back there. He's got Martin Turner right behind him, right up his chuff. They're coming through the final turns. It's tense stuff. For any of those people joining, oh, side by side in front there, John O'Hill, I believe, and Kane Baxter Smith. Kane Baxter Smith is falling through the field like a rock at the moment. Let's just see his lap times. Yeah, he did get pushed aside. His lap times blew out. Then he dropped about 7 seconds on that last lap. Some of these cars are looking a bit tired, especially, what were we looking at here? Martin Turner looking up the road. It's very hard to keep it clean on a restart, guys. As you can see, Callum's car up ahead in this Juniper Toyota Camry has been hit pretty much in every panel. It does affect the performance of the car somewhat, but it doesn't affect it too much. Alright, riding back on the front bumper bar. We're flicking around here. Alright, now we're riding with John O'Hill. Coming across the line again. Whoops, we lost it a bit there. Alright, we drop back through the field here. Car number 19, Kester Ward in the Toyota Camry, finishing the end of the lap. We are on lap 21 of 45, guys. It's getting tight at the top. Oh, it looks like Brock Payne is coming in for a pit stop. He might not be able to make it through on fuel, or it might be his final stop. I believe it's about 12 to 16 laps on fuel. So we'll see how this all plays out, guys. I'm just looking at my timing screen here. Kane Baxter Smith is leading a gaggle of about 5 cars. so it's looking pretty tight there. Kester Ward's on screen now, and you see he's got a bit of damage, and oh, he's a bit sideways. Very easy to do on these cars, guys. Alright, oh, bit of a touch there. And the 99 is through on the inside, side by side through Woodcott. I would recommend that. Thank you, Josh, for supporting the live stream. The Doadrift thanks you from the bottom of our hearts to everybody who's supported us. Here we are watching Mikey Hammond, who's just finished his second pit stop. And I know the way Mikey Hammond works, he'll be up the pointing end by the end of this. Oh, it was running wide here. Keep away from the grass, knocks the witch's hat out of the way. Down the back stretch. Mikey's going to try the undercut. And the halfway signal is on the screen, guys and girls. We are halfway through the race. Ben Snell going through Cop's Corner. You can see it on the map there, guys. He's making his run down to turn 1. Ben Snell is in the lead. And he's got Mr. Whitaker, Chris Whitaker, who races, I believe, a 240Z up here in Brisbane at Lakeside and Queensland Race. Oh, he's just dropped off the back there. All right, we have Ben Snell coming to the end of the lap. Some other cars have pitted. Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite has pitted. So he's going to see if he can undercut some of these guys. Pit stop strategies are playing out now, guys. It's all green flag stuff. Just a reminder to all those people, there are no safety cars in the final 10 laps. So let it be a straight fight to the end. And I believe a fuel tank will be just over 12 laps. So we'll see how we go. Heading into turn 1 here, Cop's Corner. We'd like to get some better camera views, guys, but this particular version of this track doesn't have too many good ones. Rest assured, next week we'll have many different views all around the circuit. So I'd like to say a big thank you to Mr. Rubble Hasselbein and Doadrift for this fantastic presentation. We go to the blimp. What you're seeing there is our top 3: Ben Snell, Chris Whitaker, Cameron Gall. Oh, we're falling back through the field. And we're looking at Martin Turner, Callum Watmore, Sam Cadden-Azuris, Gary Cousins. You can see it coming across the screen, guys. If I don't call it correctly, the purple name down on the bottom right-hand corner there, that is the car you are currently watching. If you look on the left, you can currently see what they're doing and lap times they're doing. So all the information is there on the screen. Alright, some more cars are pitting in. It looks like the pit window is about right to make it to the end. Maybe I could be incorrect here. It might be just on 20 laps to get to the end. Maybe some of these guys are banking on a safety car. We'll see what happens. Mr. Paul Wood in 9th place. He's running up the field now. Some more of these guys. So it's a little bit all over the show now, guys. Cars are pitting. Cars are going long. Let's see what happens. Cars are leaving the pits. Jonathan Hill in the 66. Bailey Ladder's car, he pitted from 6th position. Looks like he's rejoining around the 13th position there. Oh, and Mr. Postlethwaite up the inside, pitted earlier. 20 to go, guys. We'll see if these fuel tanks can last. There's constant cars pitting in, so I cannot give you an accurate race score as we ride on board in the driver's seat with Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite. As you can see here, guys, this is the view you race from in iRacing. It is a little bit warped to the right-hand side there, but if you've got widescreen or triple screens, it actually comes out nice and smooth, and you can see quite a lot of detail. In these views, we cannot see his mirrors, but when you're in simulator, you can see all the detail in the mirrors. It's very good. It's a very good learning tool, especially for those of you who are trying to learn a track. I've done countless laps around Bathurst along with a lot of these guys. We're going back through the field. This is what a Toyota Camry looks like. It's got a bit of a different stack. This is Brock Payne in the 33 car. He's coming down the back stretch, so they got a bit of a different stack with the tacho on the light, but that's nice front and center. You obviously can change your seating view. Who have we got in the lead? Still Ben Snell, guys. Ben Snell leading there. And I believe anybody who's got a red dot or who's in red is a lap down. So if a safety car comes out, Ben Snell has trapped most of these guys a lap down. On my score here, 16th position down. They could be in trouble. Let's see what happens. Alright, riding on board with Mr. Pete Matson. Turning into turn one. Oh, plenty of understeer. There's an apex somewhere. He's back on it. He's a good driver. The weight of the car seems to be catching a lot of people out, guys. These are 1,500 kilo beasts, 750 horsepower, so these are gonna burn tyres. And there we have Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite, the first of the lead of the of the cars who have pitted, followed by Jonathan Hill and Mr. Michael Hammond. So we'll see how this pans out, guys. Brock Payne pulling over to the side, letting these guys through. I'm looking on my... Yes, Ben Snell and Mr. Martin Turner are pitting. Oh, there's a car off. Looks like Chris Polly, I believe. So we could have an interesting pit exit here. I believe Mr. Sam Catanazouras, has he taken the lead? Yes, Sam hasn't pitted. We have Mike... The Pete Matt following Jonathan Hill and Glenn Postlethwaite. And Ben Snell in the lead, but he has pitted. Mr. 968, Mr. Sam Catanazouras, I cannot say it, I will get it right before the next race, is leading with, and did Martin Turner pit? Martin Turner has pit, so it looks like Sam's trying to run long on this fuel. We'll see if he turns into pit lane at the end of this lap. Riding on with Mikey Hammond here, and it looks like, yes, Sam's name has a pit next to it. So that puts Glenn Postlethwaite in first over Jonathan Hill and Mikey Hammond. Ben Snell has, let's see where he is relative to those guys. Ben Snell has dropped down. Oh, someone's run wide there. It looks like Ben Snell is fourth on the road. It looks like it's 16 to go. I was incorrect on my fuel numbers, but it looks like you can get about closer to 18 to 19 laps on the fuel. We don't know if they took tyres. It would be good if we knew that information, but we might have to get some pit reporters in on that. Currently watching Cameron Gall here in the Australia Power Services car number 199 Ford Mustang. He is sitting in 6th position, but I do believe that will be 5th by the time the leaderboard gets fixed, as we have the leader, I think is Glenn, who's going to come across the start-finish line to start. 15 to go. Yes, he's across the line, so it's Glenn Postlethwaite 6/10 over Jonathan Hill, with another 2 seconds over Mr. Michael Hammond, guys. Ben Snell another 1.6 behind him, and we're riding on board with Cameron Gall, car number 199. Looking back, looking at Chris Whitaker. So it looks like most of the leaders have pitted. We're on board here, Mr. Ben Snell, chasing down Mr. Mikey Hammond. Now, we don't know tyre life, guys. This is information I don't have. We have to predict that they didn't take tyres, but you never know, guys. You never know. Coming, Ben Snell all over Mikey Hammond. If you're just tuning in, such as Justin Gardner or Chris Froome or Dwight George or Chris Purnell, please leave me a comment, guys. Tell me what you think of this stream, this racing. Also, if you're liking it, smash the thumbs up button, guys. If you're on, hit the love button if you like what we're showing, and hit the laughy button if you're liking the ha-ha button if you're liking my commentary. Very average. I missed it. Didn't see what his name was, but thank you to you. Just remember, guys, we are on Facebook and we are on Twitch. No YouTube this time through. Looks like Someone's letting the leaders through here. We're currently watching Martin Turner in ninth. Just passing Brock Payne. Brock Payne's let them through. If there is another safety car, guys, these guys get their lap back. So who knows? The whole idea is to keep on it, guys, to stay with. And we got, it looks like Callum's car's back to being fixed, so he did use one of his fast repairs, which is good because you want your car as good as it can be. We're heading into turn one here. Martin Turner tipping it in, third gear corner. See the flames popping out the sides, back on it. Use as much grass creed as you can, don't get up to that green stuff. Into fourth. After that symbol, brake, straightest line possible. Unfortunately, these cars do not have brake lights. Back to second, Turner in. Lots of understeer through here. Going on Gary Cousins here. Looks like Gary is in 10th. We got Sam is in 11th. If Sam took tyres, he will have the freshest tyres of top 10. Trent Laves in 12th. Rob Carmichael here in the black car in 13th. Cannot see his car or number. We'll have to get him to put a white number or something on there. Now don't be alarmed, guys. It does say Glenn Postlethwaite is out. It's just readjusting as people cross the line. 12 to go, guys. Glenn Postlethwaite leading from John O'Hill and Mikey Hammond. Over to the right of that, up the top of the board there, guys, you can see it is going through the field. I believe, I'll check my personal feed here, there's still 20, we'll have to say 21 cars still circulating. As we watch Rob Carmichael coming in here for turn 2. On the exit of turn 2, we've got Trent Laves in 12th position here in the green Mustang, number 69. I'm trying to keep up. He's got Playseat sponsorship all over his car. Those of you who are looking in maybe possibly getting a sim rig, that's not a bad one to get either. We are on 11 to go. We're just going to fall back through the field a bit here. We're watching Mr. Terry Marwood, very accomplished oval racer on iRacing and a not so bad road racer on iRacing. I've raced Terry in open wheel race as well as these tin tops, as we'd like to call them. Alright, now we're focusing on Mr. Paul Wood in 15th as he comes across the line. 11 to go. So Mr. Terry Marwood's in 14th, Paul Wood in 15th. And we're watching the leader, Glenn Postlethwaite, right now. Coming into turn 1. He's got a 3.1 second lead on Jonathan Hill, or Jono Hill as he likes to be called. So Jono's just passing a back marker there. Mr. Who we got there? Mr. Pete Matson. But yes, Glenn Postlethwaite leading by 3.1. As we ride on board with him now, coming into the second last turn. This is a very late apex. Get across the grass creek there, get across the curbing into the, what I call the last turn. I guess Woodcote is the last turn. And you can see him there on the little map there, little green number 95. He is the leader. It looks like everybody who is circulating is still on the lead lap, which is good to see. The yellow one there, SC, is still in pitch, which is also good to see, guys. It is now 9 laps to go. Be no more safety cars. It is going to be a race to the end. Race what you got with who you got. Looks like Glenn's tyre management has been very good. Alright, who are we focusing on here? Trent Laves in 11th position has come out in front of second. We've had Ben Snell's come out in second here. So I got a feeling there might have been some action happening back here. We might have to go back through the field and have a look. Because we had Jonathan Hill and Mikey Hammond. They've fallen down they've tumbled down the leaderboard. All right, we're just going to go through the field here, guys. You'll see who they are. That's Mr. Pete Matson. He's in 18th position. Maybe they've pitted for extra fuel, guys. Maybe they can't make it to the end. Who knows? Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite, I'd like to see how many laps he's led here. He has... We've got 8 to go. Nations on there, Tony, you could probably... Hey, what the hell? I love this commentary stuff. Alright, Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite. Trent Laves in 14th there. Or Leaves, Laves, you guys tell me. Ben Snell in 2nd position. Followed by Chris Whitaker in 3rd. We got Kester Ward. Pete Matson in 18th. Martin Turner in 4th. Brock Payne there's in 19th is a lap car. Gary Cousins in... And Sam Katanazuris in 7th. Mr. Jonathan Hill, that's up to 8th now. He was looking good in 2nd there. Cameron Gall in 9th. Tyres. Rob Carr. Thank you, Slider180, for liking the stream. Guys, please comment. Leave me a comment. Leave me anything, guys. Give me something to work with. Do you want to see a particular person or car? Who are you going for? Leave it in the comments below, guys. Also, mash that like button, guys. Give me the thumbs up. If you're liking this form of entertainment, yes, we can't drive real cars, but what the hell? Let's do it with something very accurate with iRacing. So, mash that like button if you're liking what you see. If you're liking this series, oh, we got Mikey Hammond and Kane Baxter Smith battling here, coming out of Cops. If you're liking what you're seeing, guys, please hit that love button. If you're loving my commentary, give me a happy face. Please share this around on Facebook, guys. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that the name bar at the top and share it around. We've gone back here to Callum Watmore in 12th position. Followed by Mr. Terry Marwood in 10th. Oh, wow. Mr. Glenn Postlethwaite is not far from lapping some of these guys now, so we're starting to get through the field here. Okay, I just got a question on the Facebook. Mr. Sam Collins did not turn up. I do not know where he's been. I believe he might have been deployed for work. So he could be up north. Thank you, George. I'm going to like that. Thank you, some interaction here. Oh, we have a damaged car. Who's that? Mr. Paul Wood. Got a bit damaged, and we got a pitter. He's coming into pit. Alright, we're just going to jump ahead and have a look at some other cars, guys. If you see a name that you like on the feed, guys, please let me know, and I can get the director to have a look, and I can have a see of what's going on. Currently riding in 14th position with Kester Ward, going through some different cameras over here, and you can see his tacho going up to... These cars rev, guys, to 9,000 RPM. The red line starts at about 81, but you can still rev it all the way up. Ooh. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Ben Snell has taken the lead. They had to pit again, guys. Maybe I was correct on my fuel predictions. They've had to pit again because it looks like Mr. Postlethwaite has come back out. Ben Snell is leading ahead. Yep. Ben Snell, Postlethwaite is... Oh, it's a safety car. Alright, as we ride on the turn 2 here. So as you can map there, guys, he has got a lead over Martin Turner with Sam Katanazuris in 3rd. Now, bear in mind, this wouldn't be too bad if it was a regular NASCAR race and you could run the gauntlet to the end as you ride on board with Mr. Chris Polly, Gentlemen's Racing Club and Central Coast Subaru. However, there's no safety cars in the last 10 laps, so we want to let it run out and actually not finish under yellow. So, It looks like some people have had to pick, guys. This could be interesting. Did they take soft tyres, 2 tyres, 4 tyres? How much fuel did they take? This is going to play out and be exciting in the final laps, guys. Stay with us. Share this with your friends, guys. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you're thinking. Who have you got your money on, guys? Can Ben Snell lengthen it out because he was one of the last to pit? Can he get all the way to the end? Sam Catanzouris was one of the last to pit. Can he make it to the end? Or can these guys such as Glenn Postlethwaite, who's been the strength of the field all day, he's been one of the fastest, make it all the way to the end? As we look at Chris Whitaker and Glenn here now, coming into turn 2, we jump ahead to Jonathan Hill, I see Jonathan Hill's leapfrogged these guys. Maybe Sam's on a fuel conserve mode and Jonathan Hill's going to get him. Martin Turner in second. Coming to Trent Laves, Chris Polly, and then Ben's. We're going to hit. That's Chris Polly going across the line there. First of the lap cars. And then we have Ben Snell. Can Ben Snell make it, guys? 2 to go. This is going to be interesting. Guys, leave a comment below. Do you think Ben can make it? Leave a comment in your Twitch feed. Leave a comment on Facebook. Smash that love button, guys. I'm loving this. This is an exciting race. As we watch Ben Snell exit onto the back stretch in his Flex Seal Camaro, car number 73. Can that 73 Camaro make it to the end as he enters into the final complex of turns? This is live. This is brought to you by the Gentlemen's Racing Club in association with LJ Hooker. The TA2 NASCAR Series powered by Central Coast Subaru. I'm excited. There's 2 to go. Fuel strategy. Will it play out? Ben goes past the pits and he refuses to pit. Looks like to me he is going to run the gauntlet and try and make it to the end as he crosses the line. 1 to go. Oh, we have a slider coming out of the final turn. Ben Snell, he might have played this to a T. He's come out of turn 1, running down into turn 2. Keeping an eye on that leaderboard. Still got Martin Turner and Sam Catanzouris in second and third. We'll see what happens here, guys. Oh, he's power sliding out. I think he's won this, guys, and he's got a lot of fuel and he's got a big lead. Loving the power slide. Where has this guy been? He didn't even qualify too well. He qualified in... Oh no, he qualified well. Sorry, my apologies. Qualified third. He's loving his sideways out of the final corners. Oh, whoa, nearly lost it there. Wow, what an exciting race, guys. This was just playing out. Oh. As Ben Snell comes to the final Woodcote turn, takes the checkered flag. Fantastic win. Cannot congratulate him enough. Who's coming in second? Chris Polly's coming first lead lap car. We have Trent, no, my apologies, Martin Turner. Is Martin Turner going to finish second? Yes, Martin Turner in the 49 finishes second. Oh, Postlethwaite and John O'Hill. I don't know what happened there. Catanzouris in third, and it looks like Glenn Postlethwaite beat John O'Hill for fourth, and Jonathan Hill in fifth. What an exciting race, guys. I probably didn't hit the rev limit as much as I should. Watching these guys coming across the line now. I'll give you a full race rundown. What a race. Just inviting our winner to come in. Fantastic driving there by Ben. I'm going to have to ask him how he did that. What an exciting race, guys. You can see the leaderboards ticking over there up the top. I'm just going to see if I can grab him for a post-race interview. Hello, Ben. You're in race commentary live on Doadrift. Fantastic win there. How was it for you? Just some technical difficulties, guys. I think Ben's just got to plot a button there. He's trying to talk. All right, well, Ben gets that sorted. We might have a look through the field. I might read them out to you. Wow, there's some damaged cars there on the live feed, guys. Oh, and some people having a bit of fun too. All right, just to recap there, guys. Ben Snell took out the win. 45 laps around Silverstone National by 6.6 seconds over Martin Turner. And third place of 17.5 seconds back was Sam Katakazunis. We had a very tight finish. I'm hoping the TV director can go back to it. Glenn Postlethwaite and Jonathan Hill went side by side over our front row went side by side over the finish line on the last lap. If the TV director could replay that, that'd be fantastic. Hopefully we get back to that. With Chris Whitaker in 6th, Mikey Hammond in 7th, Rob Carmichael in 8th, Callum Watmore in 9th, and to round out the 10, Kane Baxter Smith. Alright guys, yes, please smash the like button on the Facebook if you got it there. Alright, looks like Ben now. Yeah, it looks like Ben is with us. Ben, congratulations, what a win. Great way to kick off the TA2 series. How did you do it? How was it from your perspective?
Cheers, guys. I guess I got the fuel strategy right. Once I saw guys starting to peel off a little bit early for their second stop, I went, hang on a minute, I'm like running on fumes on my calculator. So I'm guessing they decided they wanted to do a 3-stop in the end. But I knew we could make it on 2-stop if we just fuel saved a little bit and we got home in the end.
Fantastic. How many laps were you getting per tank?
17 with a little bit of lift and coast. So just managed to sneak it in.
A man after my heart. I'm a lift and coast guy. I love outsmarting people. That's fantastic. How did you find the car setup there?
It's great. Compared to the Watkins Glen factory default setup that I put on, did a little bit of practice this afternoon. It's amazing. I love it.
Oh, fantastic. We look here on the Twitch stream. We're watching you on your final lap going sideways. We're actually going to... Did you have any good battles through the field? Wow. That's some sideways.
Yeah, no, I had a really great battle all race long with Hammond. So just to finish off the duel that we had in the MX-5s earlier. So great race between me and Mike throughout the whole race. We had a little bit of contact through the middle, but other than that, was very solid racing.
Yeah, any rubbing, any nose to tail contact, anything like that? Anything untoward?
Just a couple of little taps on the rear bumper when we were stuck behind one of the cars. It didn't. So I think just maybe the field checking up a little bit more than Mike was expecting. And thankfully, I'd been a good boy before that. I didn't really have any off track, so we didn't have to worry about taking a drive through for excessive incident points.
Fantastic! Congratulations to you, Ben. That was awesome. One of the first to register, guys. If you're looking at joining in, I will reopen the registrations up pretty soon. We're loving this TA2/NASCAR series. Congratulations, Ben. Thank you. Have you got any sponsors you want to call out there, by the way?
No, nothing personally. Just shout out to you guys to put it on the broadcast. Hopefully we can get some more guys in. Thanks to the sponsors of the series. And hopefully we'll see some more of the Lads Racing boys in for the next rounds.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ben. There you go, guys. If you guys have got a sponsor or a car that's currently not running in real life and need to put it on a car, there you go. Current series leader, Ben Snell, joining us there. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
All right, just a quick final wrap up there, guys. We do have a series that runs just before this. It's a production car series which has, I think, 6 different cars running across 10 different tracks. It's a bit willy-nilly, but that will be the curtain raiser. Hopefully we can get that going for next week. We had MX-5s at Oran Park, which I heard was really good, and Michael Hammond and Ben Snell had a bit of a battle in that one. All right, focusing on the TA2s next week. TA2s are running at, let me just scroll down here, at Summit Point next Friday, the 10th of the 4th. Please join us on Doadrift here. That is on Facebook, Doadrift. Look for it there. That's also on Twitch, Doadrift. Keep your eyes on the Twitch too, guys, and the Facebook, because the TV director, Mr. Robert Hasselbein, is doing stuff during the week. Watch him as he learns how to tackle the race car drivers on iRacing, as well as what else are you doing there? Nah, he's away. Also, if you're currently on iRacing, guys, there is the Gentlemen's Racing Club. We try and host some bits and pieces during the week, and we try and get some teams represented in there. This broadcast was brought to you by Doadrift. I'd like to thank him. LJ Hooker Gander. If you're looking for a house up in North Queensland, talk to Pete Matson there. He was one of the guys in the race. And if you're looking, I know it's a bit hard at this time in the craziness that's going on in this world, but if you're looking for a Subaru, hit Central Coast Subaru up. And yes, hope you enjoyed that, guys. Once again, mash that like button. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought about it. We're going to leave you with some clips here of the cars going around, guys. This was Do a Drift. My name is Nick. I hope you enjoyed that. Always up for some feedback, guys. And that was pretty good to start it off. We'll see you next week at, I believe, what was it? Summit Point. There you go, Summit Point with these crazy NASCAR guys, and we'll see what happens. I'm out.
Houston, if you're ready, we'll maneuver. Reaching out.